Hello, welcome to my videos in my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the UEFA Champions League, the Week 3 Group Stage 2023-24 scores. Where yesterday and today were play another week of the UEFA Champions League, where we have another 60 games. We have some great games, some medium games, and some poor games. So in this video, like the other 2 weeks, I'm going to give my opinion about what happened in the games. So in the first game that started yesterday, the Bayern Munich defeated as a away team 3-1 the Galatasaray. This game was close, but in the end, the Bayern Munich was better team. They defeated 3-1. In the first half, the game was complicated for the Bayern Munich, but in the second half, they 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 finished this game in 5 6 minutes where they scored the next two games and they won the game 3-1. And until this moment, the Bayern Munich is undefeated in this group. They have 9 points, and Galatasaray is in second place with 4 points. And in the other game, the Inter Milan defeated 2-1 the RB Salzburg. Well, to be honest, RB this game was very close, but in the end, the RB Salzburg was better team than the Inter Milan. But in the end, the Inter Milan was more effective team because the Inter Milan just shoot three times to goal, and two out of them were goals. It was a very complicated game, but remember that this is a typical Italian team game because they most of the time they suffer especially in the European competition. But in the end, Inter Milan won this game because they have a top players that did the difference to win this game. And with this win, the Inter Milan is tied in the first place with Real Sociedad, and Salzburg is in the third place with 3 points. Another game, the Napoli defeated as a away team the EFC Union Berlin. This wasn't a very good game. This was an ugly game. It was a very close game, but Napoli won this game because they have a better top players because they did the difference. The Napoli shoot 6 times and just one time to goal, and this was the only shot they have in goal. But that shot was a goal, and the AFC Union shot 11 times 11 times and two were to the goal, but they couldn't won the game, score a goal, and in the end, how I told you, it was a very ugly game. But in the end, Napoli could win this game and got the 3 points. With this, the Napoli is in second place with 3 points in the group. And FC Union Berlin has are winless in this tournament. Remember that the FC Union qualified for first time in his history to the UEFA Champions League, because remember that this team that play in Germany regularly, they play in the under division in Germany. And another game. This was one of the best games, one of the top teams in the European and in the world. Sevilla lost 1-2 against the Arsenal in Sevilla. This was a very important victory for the Arsenal because remember that the last week they lost against Leeds, and they recovered the leadership in this group. This was a very close game, but in the end Arsenal was better team that in all the game against Sevilla, and because they have better top players than Sevilla. Um Arsenal always were leading the game where they have an advantage of 2-0, and they were leading the game, and later the Sevilla scored the first goal. But in the end, how I told you, Arsenal was better team than Sevilla, and in the end they show you in the game, and they won the game 2-1. With this victory, Arsenal got back to the first place in this group, because remember that they lost it the last week against the Linz, and they are in the first place with 6 points, and Sevilla is in the third place with 2 points. They are tied. They are tiny with the PSV with the same goals, but they have a better goal average. In another game, the Real Madrid, the owner of this competition, defeated 2-1 Sporting Braga. This was it was a close game in the end. Real Madrid was better team that Braga. To be honest, I thought that Real Madrid was gonna to win this game by three or more goal difference, and I thought that Real Madrid was gonna to have an easier game that they have yesterday. But in the end, they know how to win in this competition, and they won this game 2-1 and got another 3 points. And with this victory, the Real Madrid until this moment is undefeated, and Braga is in the third place with 3 points. And another game, Linz and PSV side the game 1-1. This game was very close. It was a little better the Linz, but they couldn't take advantage as a home team, and they tied the game. But in the end, this is a better score for the Linz because with these points, Linz got his had 5 points and PSV 2, and in this moment is in the second place, and PSV is in the third place, tied with the Arsenal. And another game, Real Sociedad defeated 1-0 Benfica as a away team. This was another very close game where I think that Benfica was a little better than Real Sociedad, but in the end, Real Sociedad was more effective than Benfica in the game because Real Sociedad shoot 2 times to goal, and one of them was a goal. And with this score, the Real Sociedad got his 7 points, and they are leading the game. Sorry, they are leading the group alongside Inter Milan with 7 points. And in this moment, Benfica is winless. They have 0 points. They are in the last place, and it looks like that they're gonna to be eliminated in the in the in the next week because it looks like impossible to Sevilla to advance to the next round, to the knockout round, because they have 0 points, and the most they can get are 9 points, 9 points, because there is just three games left. And in the last game of the Tuesday, the Tuesday's last game, Manchester United defeated 1-0 Kobenhavn. This was a very close game. Manchester United didn't play a very great football, especially in the first place. But in the end, they could get the victory. They won this game with the solo goal from Henry Maguire, the man that has been the scapegoat of this team. Yeah, he's a very bad player, but he's not the only problem for this team. And in the end, they could get the victory, and with this victory, they get the first win of the season in this tournament, and they get the first 3 points in the season. Now, with this win, the Manchester United has 3 points, is in the third place, and Copenhagen is in fourth place. It looked at yes, and today's game started with the Barcelona defeated 2-1 Shakhtar. Barcelona was a very superior team, and was better team than the Shakhtar, where they play better. They were leading the game 2-0 in the halftime. Later in the second time, they were dominating the game. They have an easy game, but when the Barcelona wasn't very focused, they laid a lot of space in defense. The Shakhtar scored the only goal of the game, and since that moment, Barcelona was attacking, but they were suffering only in defense. It looked like that the Shakhtar was gonna to tie the game, but in the end they couldn't. But the Barcelona needs to put focus here, because this was a very easy game, and they could have won this game by 4 more goal difference, but they couldn't score more goals. And they need to focus a lot of attention on this, because when they have a control under control a game, sometimes they make some mistake in defense. They could cause goal, and could cause the game, or champions, or the elimination. And in this group, Barcelona is undefeated. They have won the 3 games. They have 9 points, and Shakhtar is in the third place with 3 points. And another game, this was a very important here because here in Mexico because Feyenoord defeated 3-1 Lazio. He plays Santiago El Chaquito Jimenez. He played a tremendous game where he scored two goals. It was amazing. He supposed he scored 3 goals, but the first goal was avoided because he supposed that he was in offside. This was a tremendous play for Feyenoord and for Santiago Jimenez because he made his debut here in the Champions League. Remember that he hadn't played the first 2 games because he was suspended because he received a red card in the Europa League semifinals the last year, and he was suspended 2 games. So today was an important game For him, he played a tremendous game and he scored 2 goals. Feyenoord had an easy game, especially in the first half, where Feyenoord could have won this game by 4 or more goal difference, but in the end they defeated 3-1 and got the 3 points. With this, Feyenoord, for surprise everyone, Feyenoord is leading this group with 6 points, and Lazio is in third place with 4 points. And another game for that group, the Dortmund defeated 1-0 Newcastle as a away team. This was a very close game, but in the end, Dortmund was a little better, and he secured the victory, where the game was defined where the Dortmund scored the only goal in the stopping time in the first half, and that was enough to win the game. This is a very important victory for the Dortmund because they haven't won in this competition. They have one loss. They have one win, one draw, and one loss, and they in this moment have 4 points. They are in second place, and Newcastle are in third place with the same points. In another game, the RB Leipzig defeated 3-1 the Red Star. The RB Leipzig was a better team than the Red Star. They didn't have any problem to win this game 3-1. Even the Red Star should have won this game by 4 or 5 goal difference because they were very superior for the Red Star. They have the game under control. And they won the game 3-1. And with this, the RB Leipzig have 6 points, and they are in the second place. And the Red Star are the last team in this group. In another game, the reigning champion of this tournament, Manchester City, defeated 3-1 as a away team, Young Boys, and got another victory in this game. Again, like the another 2 games, Manchester City was better team, was the best team, and was better team than the rivals. They attack a lot, they create a lot of goal opportunities, but they couldn't score more goals, and in the end they won with the same score that they have won in the last in the first 2 weeks, 3-1. And with this, for I told you, Manchester City have 9 points. They are undefeated and they are leading the group. And Young Boys is in third place with 1 point. And I think that, in my opinion, is supposed to be the game of the week. PSG defeated 3-0 my favorite team, Milan. PSG was better team that was the best team in all the game, and was better team than Milan, where they scored in the first 30 minutes of the game, and since that moment the PSG dominated the game. This was a very important victory for the PSG because they got the 3 points. But remember that in the last week, the week 2, the PSG was defeated and was humiliated by the Newcastle, where they lost 4-1 in Newcastle, and the PSG needed to send a message that was just a mistake. They are one of the contending teams to win this tournament. PSG in this moment is leading the group with 6 points, and my Milan is in the last place with 2 points. In another game, the Celtics FC and Atlético Madrid tied the game 2-2. This was a was a close game. In the end, Atletico Madrid was their team, but they couldn't win the game. This is one of the problems that, in my opinion, the Atletico Madrid have because when they face when they play against a against when the Atletico Madrid plays as a underdog team or underdog teams, they prefer that this kind of games because by his style of game because they prefer to defend first and then attack. But when the Atletico Madrid is the favorite to win the game, they need to propose the game. They suffer most of the time because they are not prepared to play this kind of game. And most of the time when the Atletico Madrid plays against an underdog team, they tie or lose the game. With this win, the Atlético Madrid lost the first place. They have 5 points, and Celtic FC is in the last place with 1 point. And in the last game of the week, Antwerp lost 1-4 against Porto. Porto was very team that Antwerp where they dominate all the game. Well, yes, the Antwerp again like the last game against the Shakhtar. No, just they started to winning again the game, but but later the Porto improved his football game and they scored 4 goals and won the game and got another 3 points. With this, the Porto are in the second place with 6 points, and the Antwerp are in the last place with 0 points. So, who are the standings? I have been talking about the standings of the video, but let's see how are. So you can see the picture. Wait a minute. In the group A, you can see that the Bayern are in this group. It looks like that the Bayern is gonna to qualify to to direct to the knockout stage as a best team, as a first place, and the second place will be between Galatasaray and Manchester United. This will be a very great fight. It looks like the Kobenhavn will be eliminated in the group B. This is a very close group where the first place it looks like that will be fight between where it looks like that the first and second place will be a battle within the Arsenal and Linz, and the third place the place that will give you access to Europa League will be a fight between Sevilla and PSV. In the group C, it looks like that Real Madrid and Napoli are going to qualify to the knockout stage, and Braga is going to qualify to the Europa League. In the group D, like the other group, the Real Sociedad and Inter Milan, it looks like that they are going to qualify to the knockout stage, and RB Salzburg and Benfica are going to fight to enter to the Europa League. In the group E, this is a tremendous group because it looks like that the Feyenoord, Atlético Madrid, and Lazio are going to fight to enter to advance to the knockout stage. And some of these 3 teams are going to play in the Europa League, and the Celtics it looks like that they're going to be eliminated. In the group F, in the D group, it looks like it's still close this group, but it looks like that the PSG, Dortmund, and Newcastle are going to fight to qualify or advance to the knockout stage, and look like that the Milan is going to be eliminated. What a shame, because remember that the Milan reached the last season, the semifinals, where they lost the series against Inter Milan 2-0, and unfortunately in this season they hadn't won any game. But there is still 3 games left. Let's see what the Milan can achieve. And in the group G, it looks like the Manchester City and RB Leipzig are going to qualify to the knockout stage, and John Boy and Red Star are going to fight to qualify to the Europa League knockout stage. And in the last group, it looks like that the Barcelona is going to qualify to the next round. Porto and Shakhtar are going to fight to see which team is going to qualify to advance to the knockout stage and which team is going to advance to the Europa League. Let's see. So here's what my opinion about what happened today and yesterday in the UEFA Champions League Week 3 Group Stage 2023-2024 the games. See you next. I see you in the week 4. So see you next video. Gibra.